Hi YouTube, Coinpicker here. Just last weekend I stopped into my local flea market and walked around. First table that I actually bought something from, it was a little old lady. I think she was like 90 years old. She was selling a whole bunch of, little knickknacks, and she had a big glass bowl full of pins. So, I think it was like a week or two ago I was talking to you guys about losing the opportunity to buy this like 10K pin that was mixed in a similar bowl. But this time I was determined to get the hidden treasure. So I was able to buy these 5 pins. She wanted $1 each, and I was able to get them for 50 cents each, just because I asked. And she was telling me that earlier some other collector had bought like $80 worth from her. And, I was thinking different collectors collect different types of pins or whatnot. So, he might have snatched up some good stuff, but hey, maybe he wasn't looking for the same type of stuff I was. So, of course, I was looking for the precious metals. And these are the duds up here. This one says 1905 to 1980, 75 years, Camrose, Alberta. So it looked like silver at the back, but I didn't see any marks, which it was my fault. So that I'll probably throw into the junk drawer. And then this one says Wallace, and it had some sort of like maker's mark in the back, but nothing mentioning silver. So another dud. And this one, my friend at the flea market, Mr. A, thought, hey, maybe what's encased is like some sort of religious relic, like a piece of bone or something weird like that. I bought it because I thought, oh, maybe there's a chance that this metal that it's encased in is, 10 karat gold. But actually it's gold toned, as there is no marking on it. And it's not as weird as I thought it would be. Actually found this, similar item online, and Christians would be very familiar with it. It's a mustard seed, basically comparing like Christianity to a mustard seed, basically something tiny that slowly grows and grows and grows and, flourishes. So, other than that, these two are really good. This one says Women's War Work. Women's War Work CRCS. And it is enameled, but on the back, it does say sterling. So sterling silver. That right there. So probably World War II. And this one says Catholic Women's League for God and Canada. Probably very similar vintage. Again, says sterling on the back. So these are pretty nice. And another table, she had a big sign, this lady had a big sign that says $1, anything on the table. And she had quite a few, knickknacks, odds and ends. First of all, I picked up this really cool old flint glass measuring cup. And it says C.H. Ward, Chemist, Warwick. And it says table, dessert, and tea, and has different measurements like teaspoon, dessert spoon, tablespoon. And it is made W.T. and Company, E pattern, USA. But if you look closely, the S in the USA is inversed, so it's sort of flipped around. So what I looked up, my friend Mr. A thought Warwick. He's from England, so he goes, Warwick, that's in a part of England. But I actually did further research, and it was made in the States for a company or a pharmacist in Australia, of all places. So according to my online resources, the way they have WT and Co, like that company in the States made lots of these measuring sort of like advertising pieces for the pharmacists around the world. So they had the monopoly of making these glasses. So according to the mark and the style, this was made prior to 1901. So it's already 100 years old and in great shape. I've seen some that sold for about $25 all the way up to $50. So for $1, that's pretty nice. Next, I also picked up this Bulova miniature alarm clock watch. I don't know if you call it watch or clock still, but the movement is from Thailand. It's quartz movement, but the case, I believe it's made in Japan. It's marked Japan, and back in 1988. So all it needed was a new battery, which I picked up from the dollar store, like a whole pack, and it's running perfectly. And I've seen these online sell again about, maybe $30 to $60. So pretty good. That's a nice find. Nice little knickknack. And there was some jewelry. The lady had this combination in a plastic baggie. This one's just junk jewelry, stainless steel chain or something like that. Sort of funky. But I picked up that baggie for this ring, and I think this is vulcanite, a form of rubber, but I could be wrong, could be mistaken. But the ring is silver. It does say, I believe, 600 right on the band. So for $1, not bad. Antique jewelry. And this chain and this little pendant came together. The chain is actually 925, which it's stamped right over here in a few places, and it says made in Italy. So that's a nice chain for $1. And this, I think, is just a pendant someone added on. It says Hawaii. Doesn't have any markings like 95 or anything like that. It just says MC. So I think this is just a piece of junk jewelry, but that's the keeper. So yeah, not a heck of a lot of finds, but some nice quality stuff on the cheap. But yeah, a lot of people were going through the table, and she still had quite a bit of stuff for $1, but seems like I picked up the best stuff. Actually, most of this stuff I got from a box that she pulled out when she was, seeing me look through, the table. And so she pulled it up in front of me and said, "Oh, I still have some other things I haven't unpacked." And I was quickly going through her box while this lady was busy, checking out the table. So I was sort of monopolizing the box, which, don't be afraid to do, right? It's like first come, first serve. So there you have it. These are my finds. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please rate, comment, and subscribe. Coinpicker out.